Hello, welcome everybody, and greetings to you from India. I am Suresh Chanwankar speaking to you from Mumbai. I am the Honorary Secretary of Society of Indian Record Collectors, which was formed 30 years ago in 1990. I am going to talk today about the challenges in the discographies of early female gramophone singers. My abstract gives the idea of what I am going to speak about. There were four gramophone celebrities in the early period 1902 to 30, namely Gohar Jan of Calcutta, Zohrabai Agrewali, Janki Bai of Allahabad, and Malka Jan of Agra and Calcutta. Of these four ladies, the discography of Gohar Jan of Calcutta, Zohrabai Agrewali, and Janki Bai of Allahabad are available in print form in our magazine called Record News. The discography of Malka Jan of Agra and Calcutta is not ready yet, but together the record collectors of India are planning to compile a list, not a discography per se, of Malka Jan of Agra and Calcutta. So, in this process, what difficulties are we facing? And could we find something new and unusual? That's what I'm going to tell you in next 30 minutes or so. As I mentioned in the abstract, we don't have access to the old catalogs, company ledgers in EMI London, or even in Dum Dum in Calcutta. But what we have about 300 record collectors in India and abroad. Plus, there are 4 museums of gramophone records, which houses about 200,000 gramophone discs. So, we are trying to compile the lists and the data using the recordings from the original gramophone records and the labels from which the discographical material can be derived and built. So let's begin this journey in a minute. Now, before I go to that, let me just share with you that we have now about 250 members in India and worldwide, and this is probably the unique feature of Indian record collectors, that they cooperate each other. They talk to each other. They are not enemies of each other, but they are friends, and they freely exchange the information. And especially in this current situation of tough and difficult times, we have formed number of WhatsApp groups, and the information exchange that is going on for the last 1.5 years is really amazing. We are exchanging labels, we are exchanging information, we are exchanging recordings, and that gives an idea and inspiration to take up this work. Also, in last 10 years or so, there is a good news that lots of internet archive websites and new ideas of discographies are coming in. So we are decided to exploit those possibilities and see whether we can at least prepare a basic listing with whatever material we have, or we could gather together, and this material which we are going and putting up on the internet might be useful for the generations coming up to understand the glorious recordings and the history of recorded sound in India. So let's begin. Thank you. So we began the work of our society in around 1991-92, and in 94 this series of cassette tapes and CDs came in the market under the name Chairman's Choice, Great Memories. What we see on the left is a cover of 2 cassette tape set of Gohar Jan and Malka Jan, Gohar Jan of Calcutta and Malka Jan of Agra. So these 2 cassettes give an idea of about what kind of songs they had recorded 100 years ago. On the right you see the same Chairman Choice series published in CD format, and it contained many old masters who recorded prolifically on 70 RPM records in the early period. They included Abdul Karim Khan, Pyara Sahib, Zohrabhai Agrewali, and so many. So with this, their music again came into circulation, and there was a renewed interest among music lovers to look into their biographies and discographies of these great masters. This slide shows on left two gramophone celebrities sitting on a table and getting ready to record their songs by singing in the horn behind them on the walls. The photographs date to 1902. On extreme right, you see the two pictures of the Record News magazine cover. One on the top with black label picture is volume 9 of January 1993, in which discography of Gauhar Chand of Calcutta is published and is available in print form. On the lower side, volume number 14, April 1994, this is a discography of Janki Bai of Allahabad. So these two discographies were published almost after 90 years of the photographs on the left. What you see in the middle is the two books. One on the top with black jacket is published in 2010, and its title is My Name is Gauhar Chand, a much celebrated book by Vikram Sampath, now translated in 4 Indian languages, and a successful English play also is staged in various towns in India and in abroad, and now a film is due on Gauhar Chand of Calcutta. Whereas on the right side there is a picture of the book published in 2018, Requiem in Raga Janki. So it is about Janki Bai of Allahabad. So you see, in almost 120 years, these two celebrities, Gauhar Chand of Calcutta and Janki Bai of Allahabad, they are still in the circulation, in the minds of people because of their music that they recorded on the gramophone records. And that is why it is very important to document their discography or their list of records and the repertoire which they recorded for posterity, because after reading these books and listening to the music, they will be getting more and more curious. And that is where the community of record collectors world over comes in the picture. As mentioned in the abstract, I want to give some detailed account of a singer called Malka Jaan. Now, Malka Jaan is a name very common in the recordings of that period, 1910-1920, where many Malka Jaans recorded prolifically on different record labels. Here we see his master's voice and Zonophone record labels of a singer called Malka Jaan. And if we listen to the songs from these labels of Malka Jaan, toward the end of the song, this lady announces her name. In some songs she says, "My name is Malka Jaan of Agra." In some songs, toward the end of the song, she says, "My name is Malka Jaan," and then she tells her address, and that address contains the location Calcutta at the end. So she will say, "My name is Malka Jaan of Agra, my address is this, and Calcutta." So that is how one can term that these records, which has this announcement at the end, can be grouped together and categorized as the records of Malka Jaan of Agra and Calcutta. And that is what we try to do.
My name is Malka Jan of Agra, 27 North Plain, Kolkata.
Wow, what a wonderful song. I hope you liked it. And also, you would have noticed the announcement at the end where she is announcing the name from where she comes from, Agra and Calcutta. And this announcement is in English, very loud. Now, you may be wondering why. Why is she announcing her name at the end of the song? So, let's go back in the history and try to understand that this recording is done on a wax master around 1906 1907, and that time there was not a record pressing facility in India. So these discs wax master had to be sent to Germany to process the records, press the records, and send them back to India for Indian market. Now, however care you take of sending company ledgers and documents with the shipment, there is always a danger of some damage or loss. So to make sure that who is singing and what label the engineer is making at the other end, the singers were asked to make announcement at the end. Now that was a convenience of that time, and today after 100 years it is a convenient to us also, because whenever we listen to such announcement at the end, we make sure that this is the name of the singer and this recorded song, although the label says just Malka Jan, she is the singer Malka Jan of Agra and Calcutta. So very easy to categorize and sort out. And this is what we have done. Now if you go to this screenshot which I have posted from Discogs, in Discogs you will see about 14 records of Malka Jan listed with labels shown on the left. If you open up any of these posts on Discogs, you will see the basic information of what kind of record is this, what size is the record, roughly what is the period when it was recorded, and matrix numbers if available, and the song titles. What else a common record collector want from this? More than this. So this is sufficient for the beginning of any discographical work to collect data. And this is what, as of today, there are 14 records listed, and many more will come as the cooperation amongst our members continues. So what we listened to, the last song, it was on a His Master's Voice label, that is a British owned company. There were many different companies and labels operating in India in that period of about 1910. And one company called Decca of German origin was also visiting Indian towns and recording prolifically the artists, same way doing the wax masters here and taking back to Germany for processing. So what I show in this slide on the left is a page from a catalog of 1910 of 10-inch Decca records. And on the right, I am showing the screenshots of what work is now available on Discog website. So let's look at the listing of Miss Malka Jan songs on left. So note the spelling, it is M-U-L-K-A and not M-A-L-K-A in the catalog. And if you see the first, let's say 8 or 10 entries, these are 4 digits beginning from 1574 and ending at 1584. So about 10 recordings which has series with 4-digit numbers. And just below that, you will notice that there are 5 records listed which are in the 5-digit series, that is 20372 to 20377. and they are all listed under one category of Miss Malka Jan. Now it so happened that out of this first set of 8 or 10 records of 4-digit numbers, we have got about 8 records, and they are listed in the in the list of Discogs website, which you can see on the right. Some of the songs which we have in our collection, I mean, listen to them carefully, and there is no announcement at the end that my name is so and so. So it stops as if there is no announcement. On the lower side of the right, there is another Discogs page which lists these 5 records on the left which are with 5-digit catalog number, that is 20372 to 20377. Out of which one record we found, and that recording toward the end there is an announcement, my name is Miss Malka Jan of Chhaprawali, another state from India called Chhapra. So clearly these 5 records on the lower side of this catalog, they belong to Malka Jan of Chhaprawali. What happens to Miss Malka Jan, who has recorded about 10 songs on 4-digit series? So we played those records also, and we found that there is a markable difference between the songs and sound of Malka Jan of Agra and Calcutta, Malka Jan of Chhaprawali, and this third Malka Jan. So we consulted many senior record collectors in Calcutta because there are some Bengali songs in it, and unanimously there was a consensus and also a documentary evidence of that period which they promised me to send, that this is Badi Malka Jan, or Malka Jan not of Calcutta or Agra, but she is the mother of Gohar Jan, who is the celebrity we saw in the beginning. So what I am going to play in the next slide is I am going to play one song of this Badi Malka Jan, or the mother of Gohar Jan, and we ourselves will decide whether this sound is different from the sound which we listened of the Malka Jan of Agra and Calcutta. What a wonderful song. The same song is also available in the voice of Gohar Jan of Calcutta, and it is on the social media. So we can easily compare the voice of mother and a daughter to confirm that this is the voice of Badi Malka, that is mother of Gohar Jan, and not that of Malka Jan of Agra and Calcutta. So we have this second variation. Now this slide shows this label of Beka Grand record again I talked about in the previous slide, which has 5 discs credited to this Malka Jan, and they have the catalog number which has 5 digits, 20372 to 20377. I have given a table here, and this is Miss Malka Jan Chhaprawali, because in the next slide I am going to play a small short clip of her audio song where at the end she is announcing her name. Now next to the label what you see are the 3 boxes in which we have uploaded this data on Discogs and also on Internet Archive. So those who want to explore the more metadata of this particular disk, they can go and have a look at the top box. In the middle box shows the song which we have uploaded on the Internet Archive at archive.org, and there again and again you can listen to the full song where she is announcing her name at the end. And the box at the bottom is a Discogs page again, where we have listed all these 5 songs, out of which we have located one record so far. And I am quite confident that my fellow record collector friends in India and abroad, they will send me many more labels, remaining labels, and the recorded songs, so that all of that can go on archive.org, so that the posterity will clearly listen to the songs to the right person to which it belongs. And this slide shows 3 more examples of Malka Jan, same name but recorded on different labels. One on the left is of around 1910-12, a beautiful label, Ajano Double Face Record. Recorded in India. Now the text on the left is in Punjabi. The song title is Bhairavi, sung by Malka Jan. The box below the label will give you the metadata details on Discogs page of this particular record. And our collector friend who has this record says that toward the end she is announcing her name as Malka Jan of Chulbuli. And indeed, there are records of Malka Jan of Chulbuli on HMV label also, and that entry also is on Discogs. The labels on the right, at the top there are 2 blue labels from Odeon label. This is for about 1938-40, and this is sung by Malka Jan of Gaya. At least here it is clear that she is not a same Malka Jan we are talking about, but different Malka Jan. So this is the 6th Malka Jan, and one on the below is the contemporary label of Young India, and that also has singer's name Malka Jan. So you can see how much confusing the whole thing would be, especially if the record collector is non-Indian, and he will be tempted to put all of this Malka Jan under one generic name without sorting them which Malka Jan really he is cataloging or listing to. So with this I wanted to give an idea that although we have published discographies of Gauhar Jan of Calcutta, Janki of Allahabad, many, about 20 discographies, it's now high time to look at them again back with different tools available with us. And what are these tools? These tools are actual discs in our hand. Their metadata mentioned on Discogs or similar websites, and their audio uploaded on Internet Archive. So these things together will give a non-confusing and complete idea of the songs and history of the song to the generations and generations to come. I hope you are with me in whatever I am talking about, the new ways of looking at the discography in the modern digital world. And to close and conclude my short presentation, I am flashing these two labels. One on the left in blue is a company called Dorophone, Dorofone. And if you go and see on the internet the discography of Kundan Lal Sehgal, KL Sehgal, a very famous singer of our country, you will see there is a mention about reports that Kundan Lal Sehgal recorded few songs on the label called Derophone or Derofone. And there is a note that this label or no example is found so far. But if not that, we have found another example of another singer on this Dorophone label. So who knows, tomorrow one of my collector friend and member from India or abroad will really come forward with a Dorophone label that has name Kundan Lal Sehgal, and then that will be a revelation, that will be a new thing. Again, the entry on Discog and the audio on Internet Archive will be there ever till the website is up and running. The label on the right is really amazing discovery. 2 years ago, some of you may remember we had a last meeting of ARC in Portland, and we had invited CEO, Chief Executive Officer of Discogs, Kevin. And in that conference, my collector friend from New Jersey had come, and he showed me this record label. Suresh, I have found a Pathé record of Abdul Karim, and he was so excited that is this Abdul Karim Khan? Because in the book on Abdul Karim Khan also there is a mention that it is reported that Abdul Karim Khan made recording on Pathé, but no example is found so far. So I looked up at the label, then we went to his house, we listened to the record, and after scrutiny of the label and the text in it, I could tell, oh, this is not the Abdul Karim Khan which is in your mind, but this is an actor Abdul Karim on Gujarati stage, because the song title is Ye Pet Hamara and the drama is Harishchandra. Now today, if there is an uninitiated discographer or a person who will easily be tempted to put up this Abdul Karim in the credit of Abdul Karim Khan Sahib. So this is a danger. Now, happy note is that both these labels, their metadata is on Discog, their audio is on Internet Archive. So thanks to all those people who have made this avenues available to common record collectors in India and all over, so that we can come up, upload our data, and the community as a whole looks at it, what is correct and what is wrong, rather than somebody saying that, oh, this is the final word and nobody can do anything beyond this. So friends, I began with the titles of some challenges and problems of discography in the early female singers. And there are about 200 or 250 such female singers and 100 male singers who have recorded prolifically on shellac and vinyl gramophone records. And you can imagine for the future generation how much discographical or historical work is remaining to do. And as I said, good news is that there are now avenues available of new ways of listing data, metadata and audio on internet for long standing. So Discogs, I said, you can put disk labels, you can put metadata, and there are options for data editing and corrections online. Same with Internet Archive, which has started some 5 years ago. You have option of uploading text, uploading images, audio and video, and everything is available for free downloads. So with these two tools, we are looking for the new avenues and new ways of reaching out to people, reaching out to common man, common music lover, common listener and common record collector or music lover, so that it is interactive, user friendly, and it takes all of us on the right path to the correct data. So friends, thank you so much for your patient listening, and I hope you enjoyed the contents of my talk. If you have any questions and comments, please write to me on this mail. Thank you and have a good day.